In 2018, Clint Barton, under house arrest after the Avengers Civil War, enjoys a quiet moment with his family. Suddenly, his wife and children vanish into ash, leaving him alone and devastated. 3 weeks after Thanos decimated half the universe. Tony Stark and Nebula are stranded in space. Stark, weak and near death, records a farewell message for Pepper Potts. At the last moment, Carol Danvers rescues them and brings them back to Earth. Back on Earth, Stark confronts Steve Rogers, blaming him for the Avengers' disbandment. Despite their tension, they unite with Rocket, Nebula, and the others. With a tip from Nebula, they locate Thanos on a distant planet. The Avengers ambush Thanos, finding him alone and weakened. He reveals that he destroyed the Infinity Stones to prevent further use. In a moment of rage, Thor beheads Thanos, but their mission to reverse the snap fails. 5 years pass. The world struggles to cope. Steve Rogers runs a support group, and Tony Stark lives a quiet life with Pepper and their daughter Morgan. In San Francisco, Scott Lang escapes the quantum realm, realizing only 5 hours have passed for him. He reunites with his now teenage daughter Cassie and rushes to the Avengers compound with a plan. Lang proposes using the quantum realm to travel back in time and retrieve the Infinity Stones. The Avengers recruit Tony Stark, who develops a time-space GPS, and Bruce Banner, who merges his intellect with the Hulk. The Avengers regroup, bringing Thor back from New Asgard and rescuing Clint Barton from his vengeful crusade. They build a time machine and test it successfully, preparing for a daring time heist. They split into teams to retrieve the stones from different points in time. New York in 2012, Asgard in 2013, and Morag and Vormir in 2014. With limited Pym particles, they must succeed in one attempt. In 2012 New York, Banner gets the Time Stone from the Ancient One. Rogers secures the scepter, but Stark and Lang lose the Tesseract to Loki. They travel to 1970 to retrieve it, encountering past versions of Peggy Carter and Howard Stark. In 2013, Asgard Thor faces his mother and overcomes his grief, retrieving the ether with Rocket's help. On Vormir, Barton and Romanoff grapple with the need for a sacrifice, and Romanoff gives her life for the Soul Stone. On Morag, Nebula and Rhodes secure the Power Stone, but Nebula is captured by her past self, alerting Thanos. Back in the present, the Avengers mourn Romanoff. Banner uses the stones to reverse the snap, but Thanos arrives from the past, attacking the compound. A massive battle ensues. The Avengers, joined by their resurrected allies, confront Thanos. During the chaos, Stark seizes the stones and sacrifices himself, snapping Thanos and his army out of existence. The world celebrates the victory, but mourns Stark's sacrifice. At his funeral, friends and family pay their respects. Thor appoints Valkyrie as New Asgard's ruler, while Rogers returns the stones to their timelines. Rogers decides to stay in the past, living a full life with Peggy Carter. He passes the Captain America mantle to Sam Wilson, ensuring the legacy continues. With Thanos defeated and the universe restored, the Avengers honor their fallen and look towards a hopeful future.